All right, we are back. And by that I mean we are finally on after the internet wouldn't connect, as we are here on this Tuesday morning here at the Vanguard softball field. Justin Burtis with you here once again. We've got the Orange County Crush and the we are back here at the VU softball field as the Orange County Crush and the Ducktown Quacks are squaring off. And it is 3-1 as the Quacks scored in the top of the second, an RBI single from Grace Diaz after a single by Presley Watson, and she got to second on a wild pitch. But back in the first inning, it was the Crush scoring 3. Riley Reeves led off with a walk. Macy Fuller took a walk. And then Alyssa Deffelson hit a grounder to second. Unfortunately for Rain Althouse at second, she could not handle it, rolled into center field. So it was going to be runners at first and third by the time everyone got around, with Reeves scoring on the play. Deffelson then took off to second, and the throw home, as that's back-to-back strikeouts for the pitcher, for out number 2 here in the top of the third. As the throw went to second to try to get her, that was not caught, rolled into center field, and that allowed Fuller and Deffelson to score. So 2 errors on one play, making it 3-0. Cordell then struck out, Tiana Johnson a fly out, and Ashley Lawn a strikeout as well. Emma Foster, Saskia Robb, 2 ground outs in the bottom of the second. Kayla McGee a single, Reeves a single. Fuller reached on the error. Reeves has that one. That's a ground out. That will retire the side here in the top of the third. Both the bases loaded. Deffelson hit a ground out to first to retire the side. Pitching for Deffelson, got a pop-up, a fly-out, and a ground out in the top of the first. Then the strikeout to Hardy. Single by Presley Lawton. Strikeout to Rain Althouse. The RBI single by Diaz. And Bailey Honeycutt hit a ground out. And then in the top of the third, strikeout, ground out. So Deffelson already up to 4 strikeouts here in this morning's game. With no walks so far. So we head to the bottom of the third, 3-1, Crush on top. Avery Cordell over one with a strikeout gets us going here in the bottom of the third, and she lifts the first pitch away for a foul. Next pitch, Cordell cinches up as that one rises high and in for a ball. Makes the count 1-1. Next pitch is fouled away. Next pitch, Cordell waiting. Swing and a miss. So 2 walks for Honeycutt. And now 3 strikeouts for her as well. One gone here in the bottom of the third. Tiana Johnson hit a home run in Indiana Ballpark her last time up, as she hit it to the warning track, but unfortunately here at the larger Vanguard softball field, it was just a flyout. Over 1 for the third baseman for the Crush, wearing black today. Swing and a miss, 0-2. A hit, RBI, and a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Johnson yesterday. An RBI single for her. Up in the air, in the infield, it's coming towards home plate. Donovan, it's fair, and it kicks foul.
Oh gosh.
So just a foul ball. Yeah. That one was really high up there, and even though it's a yellow ball, it did kind of get lost in the glare of the sun. Gabby Tronas, the catcher, letting Donovan go after it. Donovan thought that Tronas was going to get it, and so it lands fair on left side, and then jumps foul to the left. Johnson comes up empty. Back-to-back Ks for Honeycutt. Gives her 4 in the morning. 2 up, 2 down here, bottom third. Ashley Long yesterday walked twice and scored a run. 0 for 1 otherwise. Pitch on his way from Bailey Honeycutt. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1 on its way. 1-1. Overcast day here in Costa Mesa once again. Jim Gloom is what the locals will call it. I prefer it because it keeps it a little cooler before the sun will inevitably pop out in the next little bit. One. Blown away for ball 2. Sorry we got going a little late. The internet said that it was out, so you couldn't get it going. We are up here now, though. That pitch is a strike on the outer half. 2 apiece. If it runs on 2 hits for the Crush. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Quacks. Full count. Honeycutt yesterday, 4 innings against the West Coast Wild for the Quacks. 4 walks, 6 Ks, and 1 hit. Getting the win in her debut in the league. It's just a little low. Yeah, it's a walk, so. Honeycutt now with 4 strikeouts and 3 walks. Emma Foster to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a ground out yesterday. Foster had a hit, a strikeout, and a run scored in 3 at-bats. A single for the second baseman today. Can also play catcher. High and away, ball 1. Almost made it on a grounder to shortstop. Back in the second. 2 out. Bottom third. 2-0 count. Wind up. Honeycutt delivers. Sent to the screen. First strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell's at first. Reynold House at second. Kate Hardy at short. Alyssa Donovan at third. The outfield has been rotating around. That is a strike at the knees. Foster doesn't like it. But it's 2-2. Phelps, Presley Lawson, Grace Diaz, and Alessandra Colenso out there. Kind of shifting around. That missed for a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit left side, that will be foul. Foster with another foul. That's 2 full count pitches she's spoiled in a row. Foster, third 3-2 pitch, takes a walk. And Honeycutt is level with 4 strikeouts and 4 walks. 2 on, 2 out. Saskia Robb. Ground out her last time up. Had a very tidy day at the plate yesterday. 3 hits, 3 runs scored, 3 RBI, 3 trips to the plate. Yep, with 2 singles and a triple. And a stolen base for a ball, 1-0. Two out to the lefty Rob. The windup, swing and a miss, 2-1. Rob brings the bat up, and takes ball 3. Kayla McGee waits on deck, 1 for 1 with a single. Three-one offering. Grounded foul at the plate.
She really drags her foot too. I feel like it looks better out there.
Yeah, it's doing better so far today. Yeah. Talking about the pitching circle. Some work done to try and improve its integrity. Payoff pitch to Saskia Robb. 3 walks in a row. Honeycutt has 5 now on the day. The infield will come together and offer some encouragement. Kayla McGee sheds the catching gear. Chance to increase the lead as it is 3-1. McGee yesterday, 2 walks and a run scored. 0 for 1 otherwise. That's a ball, so it is 1-0, make it 2-0. And I think we're going to have a pitching change, potentially in the offing, as Presley Walton will flip on over to first base, and Savannah Mitchell will go warm up. Swing and a miss from McGee. 2-1. Honeycutt finding the bottom part of the zone. 3 on, 2 outs, all via walk. No hits in the inning. McGee doesn't swing, checks it, and takes strike 2 anyway. 2's wild here in the bottom of the 3rd. Honeycutt delivers, hit right back towards her and into center field. A couple bounces, 1 run is in, and that's all the Crush are going to get. As Lawton comes in, cuts it off. RBI single for Kayla McGee. She's 2 for 2. Four to 1. Back to the top of the order, Riley Reeves. Walking a single. Took 2 walks yesterday and also had a single. So Reeves takes a ball that falls off the inner half. Reeves getting herself dialed in at the plate. 4-1 bottom 3. And Reeves pops it foul, up and over. Bloop, bloop. Reeves with a 1-1 count. As the sun begins to emerge, takes ball 2. Fastball high and away. 2-1. Foster at 3rd. Rob at 2nd. Or excuse me, McGee at 2nd. Or McGee at 1st and Rob at 2nd. That is correct. They both wear white batting helmets, so that confused me for a second. 3-1. Wind up, and Bailey Honeycutt's offering is under the knees for a walk. Riley Reeves, an RBI walk. 1 for 1, 2 walks, and it's 5-1.
She's like, where you and my dad?
Honey? Honey? Yeah. Okay, huh? Macy Fuller, a walk, reach on error so far. Her error was hit to the left side of the infield. And Alyssa Donovan had her bunt and then dropped it out of the glove before she could complete the transfer. Fuller takes strike 1. Only 1 hit in the inning. Next delivery. Outer half, strike 2. 0-2. 2 out, 3 on, 1 in, or 2 in. 5-1 here, bottom 3. Fuller watches that one rise out of the zone and then drop back down in the catcher's glove. 1-2.
Oh, yeah.
1-2, delivery, high. Fuller watches as she makes the count 2-2.
Hey, what does that do?
2-2. 2 gone. Swing and a miss. So that will retire the side, but 2 in off a hit. 4 walks in the frame, and it is 5-1 as we head to the top of the 4th. One one to Alessandra Colenso, who popped up her first time up. Duck down trailing 5-1. Hit left side, foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Alessandra yesterday, 2 walks, a strikeout, and a run scored. in a 7-3 win for the Quacks. They're on the board in the win department, scoring 5 unanswered between the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. That's a ball. 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. And Bailey Honeycutt helped with that offensively. 2 for 2, both for hits, ground rule doubles, home runs in other ballparks. Drove in 1, scored the other. Foul off the screen. 2-2. Lawton and Althouse providing triples. Next one on its way. That's lifted foul. And friend Jess Van Winkle said, "Oh, that's this person's car." And what do you know? It tacked and hit a car and the alarm went off. Park at the View softball field at your own risk. That's a 3rd ball for full count. Question is, well, someone was close by to stop it. So someone that parked there and walked to the other side of campus, that could have been going on for a while. Full count. A walk. There's the first walk by Deffelson. Brings up That's right. Izzy Phillips. Fly out her first time up. Hit left side foul. Been airdropped into one game, but got a walk and a strikeout in her 3 plate appearances. High for a ball. Lead off runner board here, top 4. 5-1, Crush on top. Over the Quacks. That's off the catcher's glove. A pass ball will get Colenso to second.
Wild pitch or
Pass ball.
pass ball?
Yeah, perfect.
Gotcha.
See you. You're good. The next one on the way. That's going to be shot into left field. Coming in and Wall makes the catch. Throw to second is in. So not in time. Fortuitous slide by Colenso, who is well past the halfway mark. That jersey's going to need some washing.
So it was a fly ball.
As a fly out to left field makes it 1 on with 1 out. Ashley Wan picks up the legs, moves them rapidly, got over a lot of ground there in left field, make a basket catch. Almost got the double play. Good contact from Phelps though. Izzy out for number 1. Strike 1 to Gabby Toronis, ground out her first time up. Yesterday, Toronis 2 walks and a run scored in 4 trips to the plate. 0 for 2 otherwise. Hits it to center. This is going. One hop right at the base of the fence. Toronis into second. Colenso will score. Throw is cut off. 5-2 on a booming double. Colenso thought that Rob might catch up to it. A home run anywhere else, as that was about 216 carry. Or 215 somewhere in there, but it hit right at the base of the fence. Toronis knew she got a hold of it easily in there, standing up with a double. 3rd hit of the game for the Quacks. 5-2, and don't know if she could have hit it much better, but She needed just a smidgen more oomph to get it out of the yard. That brings up Kate Hardy, the shortstop, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's a strike. Makes it 1-1. Yesterday's strikeout. Runs scored. And a single. 3 plate appearances. Under the knees, 2-1. A couple of the games of late have had a few more lead changes after the first couple were more one-sided. Hardy checks her swing, takes strike 2 regardless to make it 2-2. Lawton on the deck. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts for the Crush starter. Presley Lawton, 1 for 1 with a single, has a second single here, will be with an RBI. Rob brings it home. Great throw, tag, applied, not in time. Wow, what a great throw. Rob on the move towards home, picks it up and put it right in the basket of McGee's glove. But just getting home in time was Toronas, and getting to second on the throw was Lawson. She's 2 for 2. Did you give her a double or a single? Rain Althouse comes up, swings to the first pitch, and skies it to center field. 4 runner left on base, but a walk, double, and a single. Bring home 2, and it's 5-3 as we head to the middle portion of the 4th. Bottom of the 4. Duffleson, Cordell Johnson. 2 up here against the new pitcher, Savannah Mitchell. Taking a game off from pitching yesterday for the Quacks with Skinner and Honeycutt. Duffleson right side off the glove of Johnson, a single to the right side. Johnson with a step and a dive and just off the end of her glove. Good effort. Can't fault her for that. 4th hit of the game for the Crush. Duffleson now 1 for 2. Reached on an air her first time up. Ground out. Takes off for second. Will get there without a throw. And one of the top base swipers in the Big West has won. That makes her 3 for 3 stealing bases.
You just stole, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that last pitch was
Ball.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So Deflison also stole base yesterday. Mitchell, this is her 7th appearance. That's a strike against Cordell, who has struck out her both times up. 18 innings pitched. Mitchell 0 for 4. 31 hits, 20 runs, 9 earned though. A walk, 6 Ks, and an ERA of 3.5. Cordell got it up in the air to center field. Going. One hopping off the wall. Deflison will easily score. A run back for the crush on an RBI double for Avery Cordell. Get him on, get him over. Cordell, her 3rd RBI of the league and her 2nd double. So 2 in for the Ducktown Quacks in the top half, and the Orange County Crush will respond with at least 1 in the bottom half. That's low for a ball, and Tiana Johnson, fly out strikeout so far today. Johnson, 3 hits, 2 singles, and a double, batting 150. 1-1 as she misses on that swing. Wind up, blown away. Johnson, a tip on the swing, sends it straight down in front of Toronis.
Is that foul?
A ball and 2 strikes. Wind up and hit foul left side. Bottom 4, 6-3. Wild and the Waves will be our 2nd game today. Johnson moving the bat, steadies, swings, and rips that one foul into the home dugout bullpen. And one that's high and foul. Somehow missed, not hitting anything over there.
Imagine, I'm going to say this and it's going to happen now, but don't blame me when it does. A ball goes far enough and hits a window in the street center.
I thought Johnson, another foul. So she's slowly connecting the wires on the pitches here from Savannah Mitchell. Can she straighten one out? 2-2. Mitchell brings it. And Johnson again slides it foul left side. Johnson, that time right off the glove of Althouse in fair territory. Everybody's safe at first and second.
So line drive. Oh wait, but why did? Should I just put her back?
Yeah, you can do that. Save. Did not advance. Okay. 6 hits now in the game for the Crush. Popped up left field. Ashley Lawn sends it. Yeah, it's Lawton out there who makes the grab. Out number 1 here, bottom 4. Emma Foster walking a ground out so far. Lawn, strikeout, fly out, and a walk. So 0 for 2. 0 for 1 is Foster. Foster entering the day as a .533 hitter. 8 hits, all singles, 2 runs driven in, 4 walks, 4 runs scored, and a strikeout. Speaking of strikes, that one's at the belt, middle of the plate, strike 1. Next one from the lefty. Curls off the plate. A ball and a strike. Reaches for it, comes up empty. Foster down 1-2, off speed from Mitchell. 1-2.
She's always talking.
Mm-hmm. Next offering, hit, dribbler, back to Mitchell, turns, looks everywhere, but only has 1 play. It's the first, and the ground out will advance the runners, but now there are 2 outs. Saskia Rubb, a walk and a ground out. Looks at strike 1. Only 3 games played, but best hitter on the team in terms of average at .667 with 6 hits and 9 plate appearances, or at bats. Comes up empty though, strike 2. 2 triples, 4 singles, 5 runs batted in. That's tied for the team lead. 4 runs scored, a walk and a K. But down 0-2 with 2 gone, 2 out. And 2 on here in the bottom of the 4th. Mitchell delivers. Left side. And the throw across the diamond by Hardy is in time to strand 2 on the base pass. That's now 8 left aboard by the Crush, but they lead 6-3 headed to the 5th. All right, so Savannah Mitchell, as Honeycutt fouls first pitch, remains in the game. And at the moment, she's got a lot of work coming her way as she replaced Honeycutt in the circle for the Quacks and now replaces Deffelson in the circle for the Crush. A foul. First pitch swing for Grace Diaz, ground out to third, and Honeycutt looks at one off the plate. It's 1-1. Again, in her first game, a couple ground rule doubles, both to right field. Deffelson now in right. That hit, and that is going to be called foul. Johnson's throw, moving maybe in time. Won't matter. It's 1-2. Ashley Lawn is in center. For the Crush. And Macy Fuller goes to left. Saskia Robb takes a break defensively. Foul at the plate off of her. So number 1-2 coming from Mitchell. Strike at the belt. Savannah Mitchell gets her first strikeout of the day and her second out of the inning. Deffelson, 4 innings, 5 Ks and a walk. 3 runs, 3 hits. And all of them earned. Reagan Johnson. Okay, so then go. Takes, I believe, strike 1. Johnson a strikeout her first time up. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson had her first hit yesterday. A single. Goes to the right center gap. Lawn running. Can't catch up to it. And Johnson back-to-back games with hits. Her first extra base hit. A single yesterday, a double today. 4th hit of the game for Ducktown. Alyssa Donovan. Over 1 with a ground out. Half a swing results in a foul back to the fencing. 0-1. Four hits, all singles, with 4 runs batted in for Donovan, hitting .200. A little poke shot right side, past the glove of Foster. Deffelson throw in, tipped and caught by McGee. Cordell went for the cutoff. It flared off her mitt, still landed perfectly into the glove of McGee. Maybe it slowed up in time. I think the speed of Johnson was going to beat an RBI single for Alyssa Donovan, and that's a good ratio. Her 5th hit of the series brings in her 5th run batted in. 6-4 here, top 5.
On last play for the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ba-ding. 5 hits now in the game for the Quacks. Actually, that's their 6. Colenso, right side. Foster has it. Flips to second. That's not going to be in time. So she's going to be ground ball fielder's choice. And then Foster to Reeves.
Oh.
Yep, that's
Stay
okay.
there.
That's okay.
So can I-
Do that. Save. This is the annoying part where it's like. First pitch, that missed for a ball. Colenso, her second time aboard. 0 for 1 with a pop out now after that fielder's choice entered hitting 200 on the day. Izzy Phillips, ball 2. Looking for her first hit in her second game in this event. Oh. A foul, 2 and 1. A windup, strike at the belt. Level swings at 2-2. Plenty of runs here in this one, which is a little past an hour and a half old. One hopper, McGee all turned about as it comes off for catching gear. And a wild pitch will put the runners at second and third.
So I'm going
Ball. And move everybody. So if you go there, safe, wild pitch, and same pitch. On same pitch. Payoff pitch, hit foul. So 6 runs, 6 hits. 8 left on base by the Crush. 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 runners left on base, and 3 errors by the Quacks. These two both chasing the Wild and the Waves, who are on top of the standings. Another foul, this time right side. Gabby Trone is on deck. The catcher still wearing the leg protectors. Mitchell delivers. That's hit, but right to Reeves. A line out to the shortstop. Will now leave 5 base runners aboard for the Quacks in the ball game, but they score another run. It's 6-4. Headed to the bottom of the 5th. Commentator's best friend and honey is back once again. Hanging out here at the Vanguard softball field. Bottom 5, Mitchell delivers, and Kayla McGee lines it right to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. McGee with 2 singles and an RBI. Now 2 for 3. Back to the top of the lineup. Reeves has been aboard all 3 times she's come to the plate with 2 walks and a single, her last walk, with the bases loaded, giving her an RBI. Officially 1 for 1. 3 for 3 on base percentage-wise. Takes strike 1. Reeves entered the day of .316 hitter. Split evenly, 3 doubles and 3 singles. Tied for the team high 5 RBI. Entering the day, 5 runs scored, 4 walks, 2 Ks. That one outside, 1-1. Mitchell brings it home for ball 2. Low and off the plate. Wind up. And that's outside for ball 3. Three one on its way. Hit right side, and Donovan at first. A bit of a stumble on herself, so she turns and heads to first, but gets it done. First time that Reeves has been retired. Macy Fuller. Walk, reach on an error, and a strikeout. 0 for 1 on base 2 times. Fuller with a .333 average entering the day. 6 hits, all singles. An RBI and 5 runs scored. Left side, alt house. Her speed too great. An infield single for Macy Fuller. Her 7th hit of this summer season. Deflison, a .524 hitter. 8 singles, 1 double, 2 triples, 5 runs batted in.
Was that too short?
Third.
Okay, thank you.
Hits that one back up the middle. That's going to be a single.
Thank you.
Back-to-back base knocks. And